What's going on, people? Match reaction for Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. It was a couple of days ago now. I didn't do reaction yesterday because I kind of forgot about it a bit, and I didn't feel the rush and the need to do it because of the performance itself. I did predict 3-1 Brighton, and it was. I wasn't surprised, but it's still frustrating just the way we play football. I'm not going to be doing a player ratings because I didn't get to see the whole game in full. So I only saw the highlights, but off the highlights alone, it's enough to get a gist and a feel for the game, and I wasn't impressed. There's a few players, Rashford I thought was dreadful, making the wrong decisions. The amount of times he could have laid one off to Højlund and didn't. Too selfish, took too long on the ball. Very disappointing. I think Martinez at the back was caught a lot and looked sloppy and just not up to what I expect of him. And Wan-Bissaka was obviously ill, so he wasn't involved, which I think we missed. I still think Brighton would have won, even if he'd have played, but I feel like we would have been a bit better with Wan-Bissaka in the team. Reguilon with his debut, who was actually one of the better players. I thought Onana, though, was poor. I think he could do better on at least 2 of the goals, and we're not really getting this playing out from the back that we were expecting from him. So, as I said, I wouldn't have got rid of De Gea in the first place anyway, and I don't think it's working with Onana really at the moment. So I thought he could have done better with at least 2 of the goals. Casemiro just looks a shadow of himself, and I think he's getting worse. Mabry come on at the end though, youth player who I think's got a lot of potential, scored a good goal, and I just hope he gets more minutes and chances at times, because like, he was only on the pitch for a few minutes and scored a goal, so... And his hunger as well, I like. Don't understand why Garnacho didn't start. That was a bit of a puzzling one for me. Bruno was moved to the right, which I'm never a fan of. I don't think he was involved enough, but he was out of position. But that's your captain, you still expect more. I thought Eriksen was poor. So yeah, just overall not good enough. I thought Højlund looked okay again, but just didn't get the service. So I think Brighton are too tactically good. Every player knows their role, and every player fights for them, each other, and a manager. And they've got quality on top of that. So they work hard, and they got the ability and the confidence. And that's why I expected them to beat us with that score, and it was that exactly. So I'm not surprised by the score and the fact that we lost, but you can still lose in a better manner in terms of, even if the score's the same, the performance can be different, and that's my issue with it and my problem. There's a lot of stuff off the field with United, and that's not helping at all, but we need to focus on the football and what we can achieve on the pitch, and we're really off it at the moment, far from it. And Champions League football coming up, starting very soon, and I think it's going to be embarrassing at this rate. As to give a man of the match, it's a bit of a joke, because who's there to pick from? You could say Højlund, but he didn't really get involved in the game, but not his own fault. Mabry comes on and gets the goal. There's slim pickings. Reguilon maybe, but I don't think anyone deserves a man of the match, so I'm not actually going to give one. I usually give one, but I'm not giving it, because I'm fed up of giving it when no one deserves it, really. We have to move on to the next one now. Away to Burnley, which I have predicted us to win that, but if we turn up like we did against Brighton, bearing in mind we were at home, if we turn up like that against Burnley away, I could easily see them grabbing a point, if not snatching it. But I have predicted us to win it. But that's kind of as much hope and a little bit of faith, but more hope that we can. Because we're Manchester United. I know we're not as good as we used to be, but we should still have a standard, and that's why I've gone for us to win. But I would concede as well that even if we win against Burnley, it's not going to be a dominating performance. It'll be moments FC like we've come to expect over the years from us. A bit of individual brilliance, maybe a Rashford, a Garnacho, someone to scrape through and steal the game from them, even if they dominate the majority of the game. That's what I'm expecting. So even if we do win, it's not going to be convincing. So that is what I would say on that. I'll do a preview for the Burnley game anyway, coming soon. But yeah, not surprised by that result the other day. But it's the manner in which we lose games that I'd still like a huge improvement on, but I can't see it happening. I'll catch you guys soon.